and did everything they were supposed to do. Washington made a little run there in the third and fourth, but the Lakers did a really good job early in the game. Luka, amazing. Andre Ayton really showed what he can do and what he want him to do every night, dominating in the paint. And they did what they're supposed to do against a weak team. They dominated and got the win and got some rest for some of their starters and move on to the next one.
You got to let them know sometime when it comes to teams that are underneath you. And I think that's the perfect thing with the Lakers. They came out, Luka set the tone by letting them know this is not going to be one of those games where you can say, oh, we beat the Lakers and make your season. So they came out aggressive on both ends of the floor. They attacked the basket. Luka was, dishing the rock, getting everybody involved, grabbing rebounds. So it was just a total, dominant performance by the LA Lakers.
Yeah, any night like that where you get three guys with 20 or more, you shoot 61% from the field, 42% from three, and also a fun night for the bench. They had 51 points, but really got to start with Luka, guys. His 53rd 30-point triple-double. He now leads Jokic by 2. He finished with 37, 11, and 13. James, in the end of the first quarter, he had 16, 7, and 7. At half, he had 26, 11, and 11. He could have done anything he wanted out there today. He just had it all going.
Yeah, when he's in this mode that he was tonight against Washington, if the defenses don't play him really aggressive, like I'm talking about trapping him, making him pick it up, getting physical with him. If you don't do that against Luka, he's going to pick you apart. And that's what happened tonight. They were I thought they were playing defense, but it wasn't enough. And he was able to just move wherever he wanted, with the pace he wanted, and get to areas that he wanted to get to. And that's just how phenomenal he is. I don't think defenses know how to play him unless you're blitzing him, making him pick it up, double teaming. One-on-one, he's a nightmare.
Rob, does that say he's done it twice since 96, 97 in the play-by-play era? Yeah. Luka Doncic has 2 25-point triple-doubles in half.
Yep. I think I've never had a triple-double. He had it at halftime. I think, tonight was a perfect example when, you try to trap Luka, which they did, and Luka just found people. He had that one pass where he flicked the wrist so fast, guy got it and laid it up. And that's the sign of a guy understanding what he needs to do. Like, there's a lot of times when you play teams where you come out, you try to get yours. Luka got his, but he got people involved, which is more important. And that's the main thing with this Lakers team, especially, DeAndre 28 points tonight on 12-14. Sometimes you have to have a guy like that when he rolls, find and feed him. Lobs to Jackson Hayes, lobs to DeAndre, lobs to LeBron. It was pretty much Lob City tonight.
And it's interesting, we were watching him in the first half, threw this pass to DeAndre Ayton as he's hanging in the air, kind of near the sideline, just past half court. But he's like waiting, because he told Mike Trudell, I'm reading everything, just waiting for DeAndre Ayton to clear, and he flicks it to him, easy bucket. Like, he just did that all night.
Yeah, all night. And that's the thing when you play a team like the Wizards, their defense was horrendous. So you got to exploit the defense. He was passing the ball, and it was no. I don't think. If you watch the game, I know they got some steals, but sometimes you had to put your hands in lane for tip ball. It wasn't none of that. It was just the Lakers passing tonight was really good, except when they tried to do the home run balls. But other than that, I just thought the way they moved the ball, the way they shared the ball was great, especially going into this next game where they're going to need more of that.
You guys both talked about DeAndre Ayton being a big factor tonight, especially going against this Wizards team. You knew he'd be able to feast. Rob, you picked him for Take Your Shot. When we were doing our game day fast break questions, James, you said he's having 22 and 12. He actually flew by that. He ended up with 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And his activity on both ends was fantastic. Rob talked about at halftime just how energy with that ball moving, and he's involved, how he creates everything for him. And listen, the Lakers are now 17-1 when he scores 15 plus. But he was awesome tonight. It was great to see.
That's the one I remember, 17-1 when he has 15 plus points. Look, he's so important to this team. They brought him here for a reason. He's the big that was available after the Williams trade didn't go through. And so he's here. And they got to, from now until, the playoffs, they gotta make sure that he's tough and that he's efficient and that he's a big part of what they're trying to do. And the way you do that is you feed the beast and you tell him that, we need you every night. So I'm glad that he got a bounce-back game tonight. I mean, it was against the Wizards. Going into New York.
Hey, it's an NBA team.
It's an NBA team, you're right. We're going into New York, keep that same energy.
Even though Rob said before the show, I thought that was a little, it was a lot when you said they're not going to make the playoffs for the next 20 years. I don't know about that, but I don't care who you're playing. That's a big night.
Oh, it's the NBA, and we've seen a lot of teams, come up to bite us in situations
Wizards
like this.
on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, and I think, people are going to say, well, it was against the Wizards. No, it was against the NBA team. You don't say that when he did that against other teams. And for me, you have to understand the game. The game is about getting buckets. And sometimes when your threes aren't falling, you got to get buckets. Why not go to a guy, I think he's shooting like, 50% from the field? That's pretty good. That's Shaq-like. Nobody complained about Shaq getting those type of numbers, right? If this was Shaq in a Laker uniform, that's Shaq being Shaq. And so you got to understand that this game is evolved, and it's about threes, but every night the threes aren't going to fall, so you do have to feed a guy like this in the post.
And I like that the Lakers knew how they could attack this team. And yes, the 3-ball fell tonight. They made 14 of them. They shot 42%. But if you throw in Jackson Hayes' line, then the two bigs combined for 39 points on 16 of 19 from the field. So the Lakers knew what they were doing, and they exploited it, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, their offensive set was run. They got so many lobs, Skeeter.
Yeah.
Especially early. Lobs to Ayton, lobs to everybody, especially Ayton. He got a lot of lobs. I bet he probably had maybe 4 or 5 lobs tonight. So you're right. They attacked the offense, whether they were trying to play a little zone or whether they were playing man-to-man. They had a lot of downhill, LeBron, Luka, and then when the defenses help, Ayton always finds himself behind the defense. He's always there for that lob. He and Jackson Hayes, so they must practice that a lot because he ate him up tonight from the lob position.
Can we just throw some props out to our 41-year-old for some of the dunks he had?
Oh, yes.
The left-handed one.
From Ayton.
Was ridiculous. Oh, and he had one from Ayton, too, on a lob.
That was the left-handed one.
But he also had a left-handed one where he drove the lane on Alex Sarr in the fourth and threw it down. But, yeah, he caught one.
Yeah, I was talking about the lob.
Where he had to catch it with the left.
I thought he threw it out. I thought, no, LeBron got that.
He had 3 wild dunks. I think B. Moore, actually, our producer, is excited about this because he was watching with me. So he's going to find these dunks. But, he continues to amaze. Big game. 20 points tonight. We knew he didn't have his best night in Cleveland. We know it was an emotional night. But he comes out, shoots 50% from the field, gets the 6 dimes and the 20 points easy, and just some unbelievable dunks. And here are a couple of them. Big game.
Well, that was nice right there to reach back with the left after that pass from Ayton. LeBron running that baseline. Rob, you still can do that, can't you?
Negative. And here's the crazy part about this. People don't understand. LeBron jumped off his left leg. So that means he couldn't really reach back that far with it, but he did.
Here's another one. This is the lob
from Marcus Smart.
Just another reverse lob for LeBron. Look at that.
I don't think they understand. This dude's 41 years old. His head is by the rim. I know he's 6'8", 6'9", but still, that's incredible.
Rob, this is the one. I mean, come on, stick it.
Yeah, I still look what leg he jumps off of. It's the left leg.
That's wild.
If anybody know LeBron, that power leg is that right leg. That's why he has a sleeve on it to keep it warm and ready. But to watch a guy go in, jump off his left, and then still stick it with the left is amazing.
Time here from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers.
JJ, in that first half, you saw the ball popping around and all that kind of the energy that brings you. Where did you see that start, and how did that sustain tonight?
I think it started just with the willingness to make the extra pass.